we're going to learn how to solve two-step inequalities with fractions. We're going to look at the steps to follow in solving two-step inequalities with fractions, and then we're going to apply these steps in solving two-step inequalities that have fractions. The steps we follow to solve two-step inequalities are similar generally for every other form of inequality. The first thing we want to do is to isolate variables as we do with equations. And then if the variable is on the right side of the inequality, we switch to the left side and reverse the inequality, and then we're going to represent the inequality on the number line. And one of the best things, I would say best practice that I like to encourage is you always want to write your inequality in this form where your variable is on the left hand side and your constant is on the right hand side. And just note that when we switch, we always reverse the inequality. So if you have a greater than, when you switch it becomes a less than, and vice versa. If you have a greater than equal to, it becomes a less than equal to, and vice versa. Let's try some examples. So the first thing we're going to do is to isolate the variables. So we can see that we have 1/3 with an x here, and then minus 1/5 with an x on the opposite side. So what we're going to do here, let me write the equation at first, the inequality first. 1/3 x greater than 3 minus 1/5 x. So the first thing we're going to do is to isolate the variables. So I'm going to add 1/5 x here, and then 1/5 x here as well. So now we have 1/3 x plus 1/5 x greater than 3. So let's go ahead and add the fractions. 1/3 plus 1/5. We have a common denominator of 15. So this is going to give us 15 here. So we multiply 3 by 5. So we also have to multiply 1 by 5. And then 5 here, we want to make that also 15. So we multiply 5 by 3. So we multiply 1 by 3. So now we have 5 plus 3, which is 8/15. So this becomes 8/15 x greater than 3. So now we're going to divide both sides by 8/15. This also by 8/15. So let's go ahead and divide 3 divided by 8/15. It's going to give us 3 multiplied by 15/8, which is 45/8. So therefore, this is going to tell us that x is greater than 45/8. Another way you can write this is x is greater than, because if you divide 45 by 8, you have 5. 5 times 8, you have 40. You have a remainder of 5. 5 whole number, 5/8. So these are two different ways of representing the solution. Another example, we have 7/8x greater than or equal to 5 plus 1/4x. So the first thing we're going to do is to isolate x, which means make sure all the x variables are on the same side of the inequality. So I'm going to subtract 1/4x from here and subtract 1/4x from here. So 7/8 minus 1/4. So here we're going to have 7/8x minus 1/4x is greater than equal to 5. So we have common denominator is 8. So 8 multiplied by 1, 8. 7 multiplied by 1, we have 7. Minus, we have to make this 8 as well. 4 multiplied by 2, 8. So 1 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 2. So this is going to give us 5 over 8. So 5 over 8x is greater than equal to 5. Now we divide both sides by 5 over 8. And let's see what we have. So 5 divided by 5 over 8 is going to be equal to 5 times 8 over 5. So this 5 will cross out, so we're left with 8. So therefore, x is greater than equal to 8. Now we have another equation, another inequality here. So we're going to isolate x first. So we're going to subtract 1 over 4x from here. Subtract 1 over 4x from here. So now we have minus 2 less than equal to 3 over 4x minus 1 over 4x. So we have 3 over 4 minus 1 over 4. We have a common denominator of 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. We can reduce that. 2 divided by 2, you have 1. 4 divided by 2, you have 2. So minus 2 less than equal to 1/2 x. So we can divide both sides by half. Divide by half. Also divide this by half. So minus 2 divided by half is the same as minus 2 multiplied by 2 over 1, which is going to give us minus 4. So minus 4 is less than equal to x. But as a best practice, we always want the variable on the left hand side. So it's going to be x is, and when we switch it, we also reverse the inequality. So that's going to be greater than equal to negative 4. Final example, we have 3/1/5 less than equal to 4/7 x minus 1/3. Now we're going to isolate the variable. To isolate the variable, we're going to have to move 1/3 away from this side of the inequality, plus 1/3. So now we're going to add 3/1/5 plus 1/3. So we're going to replace, first of all, we're going to replace the fractions with equivalent fractions that have the same denominators. And the lowest common denominator of 5 and 3, that should give us 15. So we have 3, we have 15 here. We multiply 5 by 3, so we multiply 1 by 3 plus 1. We have 15 also. We multiply 3 by 5, so we multiply 1 by 5. So now we can add them up together. So 3 plus 1, we have 4. And then we have a denominator of 15. 3 plus 5, we have 8. So therefore, 4/8/15 is less than 4/7x. Now we divide both sides by 4/7. Divide both sides by 4/7. So now we have 4/8/15 divided by 4/7. Now the first thing we're going to do is to rewrite this mixed number or mixed fraction as an improper fraction. So 4 multiplied by 15, that's 15 multiplied by 4, we have 5 times 4, 20, 4 plus 1, 4 multiplied by 1, 4 plus 2, we have 6. Then we add 8 to that, we have 68. So this is 68 divided by 15, now over 15 divided by 4/7. Now we change that to a fraction. We change the division to multiplication, and then we have 7 over 4. So what we can do here is 68. We divide 4 by 4, 1. 68 divided by 4. 68 divided by 4. 6 divided by 4, we have 1. 1 multiplied by 4, we have 4. 2. And then we bring down the 8. 28 divided by 4, we have 7. 7 times 4, we have 28. So we have 17 multiplied by 7. 17 multiplied by 7. 7 times 7 is 49. We have 9. We carry up a 4. 1 times 7. 7 plus 4, 11. So this is going to give us 119 over 15 is less than x. So now 119 divided by 15, I believe this should give us 7. 7 times 15. So 15 multiplied by 7. 5 times 7, we have 35. You write 5, you carry up a 3. 1 times 7, 7 plus 3, we have 10. So this is 105. Now we can subtract 9 minus 5, 4. 1 minus 0, 1. And so we have 714 over 15. So 714 over 15 is less than x, which means that x is greater than 714 over 15.